Have you ever felt completely alone, even in a crowded room? Like you're surrounded by people, yet utterly invisible? You're scrolling through seemingly perfect lives on social media, and you're left feeling empty and disconnected. If this resonates, you're not alone. Millions around the world are grappling with an invisible epidemic loneliness. In this video, we're diving deep into a topic most shy away from: how loneliness kills you. We live in a paradoxical time, hyper-connected yet utterly alone. The rise of social media, while intended to bring us closer, often amplifies feelings of inadequacy and isolation. Urbanization further exacerbates the issue. Gone are the days of tight-knit communities where neighbors knew each other by name. We move to megacities for opportunity, but often find ourselves lost in a sea of unfamiliar faces. The very technologies that promise to connect us have, in many ways, driven us further apart. Loneliness is often called the silent epidemic because its symptoms are easily mistaken for something else. We tend to brush off feelings of isolation, attributing them to stress or a busy schedule. However, recognizing the subtle signs is crucial. Loneliness can manifest as chronic fatigue, zapping your energy and motivation. Studies have linked chronic loneliness to increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and even early mortality. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's crucial to remember that you're not alone. Let's talk science, because the impact of loneliness on our health is well documented. Study after study confirms what many of us feel intuitively: loneliness can be deadly. One groundbreaking study found that social isolation and loneliness increased the risk of heart disease by a staggering 29% and stroke by 32%. The link between loneliness and mental health is undeniable. Research shows that chronic loneliness significantly increases the risk of depression, anxiety, and even suicide. Loneliness can shave years off your life. The good news is that loneliness is not a life sentence. There are concrete steps you can take to rebuild connections and reclaim your well-being. Engage in community activities that align with your interests. Join a book club, volunteer at a local charity, or take a group fitness class. Maintaining regular contact with friends and family is paramount. Schedule weekly phone calls, plan outings, or simply send a text message to let your loved ones know you're thinking of them. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if you're struggling to cope with loneliness. Cultivating hobbies and passions is another powerful antidote to loneliness. Prioritize mindfulness and self-care. As we've explored, loneliness is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. It impacts our physical health, mental well-being, and even our lifespan. But there's hope. By understanding the causes, recognizing the symptoms, and taking proactive steps to combat loneliness, we can reclaim our innate need for connection. Reach out to a friend, family member, or mental health professional. Breaking free from the clutches of loneliness requires courage, vulnerability, and a commitment to prioritizing human connection. Human connection is not a luxury, it's a fundamental human need. Mother Teresa once said, "Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty." We've journeyed through the science and the stories, and one thing is clear: we are wired for connection. As the poet Pablo Neruda so eloquently put it, the eternal quest of the human being is to shatter his loneliness. Loneliness at times can be a gift. Henry Rollins reminds us, loneliness adds beauty to life. Find your tribe, your people, and remember, you are never truly alone.